County. Welcome back. I've got Dr. Paul Redpath here to talk about teeth. And today specifically, I know we're talking about flossing, and you did clarify that unfortunately it's not the dance move that's become popular, right? You were busting your moves out before we came live, yeah. Not quite as fun of a topic, but very important just the same. Yeah. Flossing for our teeth. Mm-hmm, so tell me about that.
Yeah, so, what was it?
Why is it important? Yeah, why do you guys make us do this?
Yeah, so why do we torture people with flossing? So I would say that most cavities form between the teeth. So it's like where the floss gets. So there's two types of cavities. One is flossing cavities, and the other is what we call sealant cavities. So there's like grooves in our teeth that food can get stuck, and we'll put sealants to protect against those types of cavities for kids when they're young. But flossing, we can't really do anything about that unless if the people are actually flossing. But the other thing is gum disease. So periodontal disease, it's mostly causing bone loss between the teeth, and same with cavities. So it's really just that little thing, putting some string between the teeth, or I always recommend to people, if they don't feel like flossing, use water pick. It's like a little water blaster that kind of sprays out any food and plaque and stuff like that sits between our teeth, and that bacteria causes like so many problems. I think it's only 20% of people floss regularly.
Oh wow! So we need to step up our game a bit, huh?
Yeah.
Now the water pick is interesting. I was only really kind of recently introduced to that, but that's kind of a nice alternative for folks that just want another way to get into those grooves without having to do the whole stringing motion.
It's much easier to use, and you don't need as much hand dexterity. Like even kids, for example, you try to show them how to floss, and even at age 10, 12, they don't have the hand dexterity to be able to even floss. And so I always recommend for the kiddos, get them a water pick or something, and they'll have fun with it. Like it's actually, you could shoot it pretty far.
Game.
It's like a water sprayer.
I mean, that sounds fun to me too. And I think I'm beyond kiddo range at this point. But,
totally. Yeah.
Well, that's obviously very important, because that's kind of a really, vital part of our routine maintenance for our teeth to prevent things that could come up later in life.
Yeah, totally. I mean, preventing cavities. I mean, if everybody flossed, then you'd put half of the dentists out of business. Seriously, it's that is how important it is. And just being able to floss, we would be able to get so much less disease. Like for example, the number one disease among children is cavities, caries. It's called caries, is the disease process.
Okay.
But it's the number one among kids. And so if we can just do little things here with the water pick or flossing or whatever, we can get these kids better teeth, and then overall just longer lives and happier lives, and not having to get fillings and stuff. I mean, nobody loves getting fillings.
No.
Nobody
loves that.
Yeah, I just want to do less fillings, and people have healthier teeth and be able to keep their teeth for the rest of their life.
Well, what do you recommend then? How often should folks floss as that preventative maintenance to help prevent this stuff?
Yeah, it's funny. People always ask me, and sometimes I'll ask oh, how often do you floss? And they're like, oh, 5 times a day. And I'm like, well, I only floss once a day. So you only have to floss once a day. You don't have to floss 5 times a day. Once a day at nighttime, most important, right before you go to bed. And the other thing I was going to say is the way we ask the question, I think, is also really important, because when I was a kid, I remember they'd be like, you floss, right? Do you floss? And I'd be like, yes, I floss. I floss. And people just lie because
get defensive about it.
Yeah, well, they just say yes.
Right.
So I always hey, I know you don't floss. It's okay. How often do you think you floss maybe? And they're like, oh, maybe once a week. And then I could get a more accurate answer, and I could actually help them to go forward.
Got to dig the truth out.
Yeah.
But you got to keep those pearly whites looking so fresh and so clean, right? So this
Totally.
is a good alternative for that. And but of course, regular checkups as well, getting your teeth clean. That's all good maintenance also.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, where are you guys located? If folks do want to stop in or schedule an appointment to be reminded about flossing and such.
Yeah, exactly. So we're right by the City Market gas station in Dillon, and you can come on in. We'll take great care of you, and we'll teach you all about flossing.
Well, that was Dr. Paul Redpath from Dillon Ridge Family Dental. So stick with your flossing, folks. That's the lesson of the day here. That's what's keeping my TV ready, right?
Yes, exactly. Like everybody wants a beautiful smile.
Absolutely. And I might check out that water pick. That sounds like a good option as well.
Awesome.
So thanks for stopping in today for
Thank
that
you.
friendly dental reminder. And stick around, you guys. We have more to come here on Summit Sunrise.